Constantius Gallus had a short and tragic life. His mother, Galla, died when he was less than 5 years old. His father and elder brother were murdered when he was only 12, victims of the bloody purge orchestrated by his cousins Constantine II, Constantius II, and Constans, following the death of their father Constantine in 337. All potential male rivals to the throne were murdered, with the exception of Gallus and his 6-year-old half-brother Julian. They were spared on the grounds that Gallus was so ill he was expected to die soon, and that Julian was very young, though it is perhaps more likely they were saved by the intercession of the bishop Eusebius of Nicomedia. The brothers were subsequently confined to house arrest at the mountainside estate of Macellum in Cappadocia. Gallus and Julian could have lived out the rest of their days in Macellum, nervously waiting for the sound of couriers arriving with orders for their execution. But everything changed in 350. Constans, the emperor of the West, was murdered by his officer Magnentius, who claimed the purple for himself. Constance's brother, Constantius II, the emperor of the East, had to travel to Gaul post-haste to suppress the revolt. But he needed an imperial colleague to oversee the eastern provinces and ensure the security of the volatile frontier with the Persian Empire. Lacking any children of his own, Constantius II turned to the now 26-year-old Gallus. In 351, Gallus was plucked from house arrest, given the title of Caesar, junior emperor, and married to the emperor's sister, Constantina. The new imperial couple was sent to Antioch in Syria, the principal imperial city in the east. The next 3 years proved to be disastrous, mainly due to Gallus's antagonistic relationship with the local leadership of Antioch and imperial officials. When the news that Gallus had executed many of his opponents reached Constantius in the west, he summoned his cousin to Italy. In late 354, not yet 30, Gallus was executed at Pola, on the Istrian peninsula. The savagery of Gallus's behavior in Antioch is vividly brought to life in Book 14 of the history written by Ammianus Marcellinus, a native of the city and a military officer. The book opens in 353 with stories of numerous prominent men being executed and having their property confiscated at Gallus's orders. Private conversations were produced as evidence of treason by unscrupulous informers, allegedly encouraged by Gallus's wife, Constantina, whom Ammianus portrayed as a particularly devious figure. Several years later, Julian offered an explanation for his brother's conduct. He wrote that Gallus had been treated like a prisoner by Constantius, and that his natural tendency to cruelty was likely exacerbated by the long years of mountain exile at Macellum.